What's going on, Knicks fans? Vigo Sportstock here, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about our loss against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The New York Knicks lost 115 to 104. There was no Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, McBride, Shamit, and Yabusele, but he probably wasn't even going to play, if I'm being honest. This was a game where Mike Brown wanted the young guys to play. He wanted to see what they can all do when they're on the court together. And I would say for most of the game, it went pretty well for most of the game. Obviously, you've seen what Tyler Kolek can do. Ariel Hogporty, we've seen a little bit from Muhammad Diawara, and I actually like him. He's not scoring that much. He's still getting to the NBA. He's a pretty good defender. He's a pretty good backup wing, and I can see why he's playing over Yabusele. But other than those three, we haven't seen nothing from Pacome Dadier or McCullough. Dadier he was a first round pick, so you expect a lot from him. And he got some pretty good amount of minutes, like 10 minutes. It's not that much, but if you watch the game, it looked like a pretty good amount. I'm not gonna say he did horrible, but he's not the best defender. He's getting better. He's just not like good offensively. And for McCullough, this was his first game, I believe, where he actually got minutes, like actual game time minutes, not like no garbage time minutes. Like he actually got playing time. And I wasn't expecting him to play, if I'm being honest, out of all people. But I know he was going to college. So I like to give him an opportunity to see what he can do. And I'm not going to make excuses. No Jalen Brunson is going to be different. But listen, Jalen Brunson as one of our guards. McBride, he's been out for a while. That's 2 guards. And then Shammy, he's been out for like a month already. That's 3 guards. So we only have 1 point guard playing today, and it was Tyler Kolek. He was the only point guard, so obviously it's gonna be hard because he's the only one like playmaking. He's a pretty good scorer. He's getting better and better. But it was basically him and Cat the whole game scoring. And I feel like without OG or Brunson, it was kind of a mess. But Tyler Kolek, we gotta give him respect. We gotta give Tyler Kolek respect. These last few games, he's getting used to the NBA. I keep saying this was his best game. I said that like 2 games ago, but I feel like almost every game he's improving. He's getting better. Against the Sixers, he didn't play too well. But against the Spurs, Pacers, the Heat, he's developing. And with his first career start, he made the best out of it. I'll tell you the stat. In today's game, Tyler Kolek scored 20 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 0 blocks. Not only he was scoring, I feel like he was doing it on the defensive side, getting steals. Last year he was known as a defensive player. That's why Tibbs didn't play him. But this year he's been getting better defensively. And he's shining on Jalen Brunson, not for defense, but just becoming a better point guard. He almost had a triple-double. Just think about that. He was 2 assists away from triple-double. He was the smallest player out there, and he had 8 rebounds. He had 11 rebounds. Sorry about that. He had 11 rebounds. He had 8 assists. I feel like if he keeps playing like this, he's gonna be the rotation from now on. That's what I will hope so. Because McBride should be coming back soon. He was supposed to come back on Christmas, I believe, but there's not an estimated date where he's gonna come back. I would assume maybe in 2 weeks he should be good. And for Landry Shamet, I would say maybe the same, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe by next month, because he's still recovering from his shoulder injury. And we need both those players. McBride is an excellent defender, good 3-point shooter, playmaking. Shamet, he's a good defender, good 3-point shooter. We need those players on our team right now. We need them because we're struggling from 3-point range. And without our best 3-point shooters, it's hard. It's hard out there. But Karl Anthony Towns, I gotta talk about him. He scored 40 points in his return to Minnesota. 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 0 blocks. He was the best player today. Second best was Kolek. And he was an emotional coming here because, he spent 9 years here. He spent 9 years, gets traded. It was all unexpected. And I feel bad for Cat. But, he loves the Knicks. I don't know about Julius Randle, and actually Dante, he still loves the Knicks. I gotta talk about those two. Mainly Julius Randle. Julius Randle didn't start the game good, but in the fourth quarter he went on a run. And I love Julius Randle. I love Julius Randle. He was a part of that Knicks rebuild, made us a playoff team. He holds a special place in my heart for every Knicks fan. But we all know as Knicks fans, his weakness was the playoffs. He was great in the regular season, averaging maybe 25 points. He's all-star. But when it came to playoffs, he was non-existent. He did nothing. He was known as the worst player performer almost the entire NBA. And that's why Knicks fans hated him during the playoffs. When we lost to Miami, I remember Knicks fans were chanting trade Julius Randle. And I love Julius Randle, but I don't know if I would trade him. But for Cat, I could understand. But for Julius Randle to come out to this game, he looked at our bench. He was, I don't know, he had something against us. We traded you. And look, you got a better fit. You got a better opportunity. Maybe you need to change the scenery. But he was still good with the Knicks. Don't get me wrong. He won Most Improved Player of the Year. He was the best player on our team for many years until Jalen Brunson joined the team. But I don't like how Julius Randle was acting. Like last year, we beat the Timberwolves. Julius Randle just left the game, didn't shake no one's hand when Brunson was looking for him. That's bad sportsmanship. And now this year, once you beat us, you're going to act like that. That's not right, Julius Randle. That's not right. Flexing, I understand it's part of the game. It's part of trash talking, but to do it to the Knicks after what he did last year, it's just wrong. And you know that. So I didn't lose respect for you, but I expect better. Now for DiVincenzo, I just love DiVincenzo, man. I know there's been rumors we could possibly get him. I don't know if you could even get him back, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I remember last year in the trade, I was a little hesitant from the trade because DiVincenzo, he has his best year as a Knick. I think there were some reports where he just didn't want to be a bench player. Now he's a starter. And I just missed DiVincenzo, man. He was one of my favorite Knicks from that season. That clutch shot against the 76ers will be a top moment in Knicks history. That double bang, I remember like it was yesterday. He wasn't trash talking, he's just being himself. It just feels good to play him, honestly. And I wish the best of luck for him. And to Julius Randle, but I just still don't know why he's acting like this once he beats us. And I remember last year, he did not shake no one's hand. That's bad sportsmanship. Left the game. Like, as an athlete, you are an NBA player. Not that many people can play in NBA. So if he can't even shake no one's hand, I don't know. That just shows like the person you are. That shows your character. And yeah, he's gone better in playoffs with the Wolves. I think the media sort of affected him because of how bad he played in the playoffs. I've seen videos of people stopping on Julius Randle poster outside at MSG. And I could tell it kind of affected him. But if you're going to play in a place like New York, one of the best places for sports, you should know the amount of criticism you're going to get if you play bad. It's part of the game. Honestly, it goes to everywhere, wherever you play. But New York is one of the most hardest places to play. For football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, whatever sport you name is hard. So if he can't play in New York with the sports media, then don't play in New York. That's all I gotta say. And for the Knicks, they played good tonight. They played good against the Timberwolves. We came up short. And next game against the Cavaliers. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve. So happy holidays, Knicks fans. Happy holidays to everybody out there who celebrates Christmas. I'll try to upload this video as fast as I can. This is Vigo Sports Talk here, host of Vigo Talks Knicks. And I'll see you next episode, Knicks fans. Peace.